Hello Redditors of the internet, Noble Xenon here, and welcome back to another Reddit video. And today we will be looking at r/trashy. These are people who don't care about society's rules to the point where they're absolutely disgusting for it. Let's get started. This one was originally posted in r/quityourbullcrap, but it didn't get much traction, so they posted it in r/trashy, and clearly it got a lot more traction here. We had to sneak getting in and out of the building because Airbnb is not allowed. We were eventually kicked out and didn't get to stay the night because the concierge realized we weren't the name holder of the apartment. To find a new place last minute. Response: it is not our fault you all were not able to stay because you and your guests threw a party that disturbed the entire building. The cops were called 20 times and eventually had to ask everyone to leave. There was minor drinking and confirmed that there were over 100 people at this party. This is unacceptable. We did our part by allowing you all to stay. What happened once we were all in the home was solely based off the decision you all made. The fact that you had a party and had to be escorted out by the cops due to disturbance had nothing to do with us. The place was trashed. We also had a violation due to cops being called, and my $250 Bluetooth speaker was stolen and has still not been recovered. This looks like an Airbnb host's worst nightmare. A guest comes in, throws a huge party, and then trashes the place. I mean, why would you do that? The worst part of it is that the host has to pay for all of this, most likely. Because people in the comments are saying that Airbnb does not like to pay out for damage claims. And if you try to take it to court, apparently it's an Airbnb's agreement that you have to go through them. Anyway, on to the next one. This next one is a picture of a car who was parked right in front of the fire hydrant. So the firefighters had to break the glass in order to get the hose through. And this is why you don't park your car in front of the hydrant. If there's a fire, the firefighters will find a way to get to the hydrant. This next one is an example of the type of people you should avoid in the dating world. This man asked me out on a date. He was actually fine as hell, but when I asked him where are we going, and I quote ladies, Applebee's, I busted out laughing at his silly cheap bum. I told him I own my shop, a house, a BMW, and stocks. I can buy Applebee's. Then I walked away with laughing, crying emojis. You should have seen his face. I'm worth more than Applebee's. You have to impress me and that ain't it. Ladies, keep them standards high as hell. Don't settle for a broke man. And the person with the blue flower smartly replies, so because he offered to take you to dinner at Applebee's he's broke? You had to tell him all of your worldly accomplishments to sound good? You don't know that man's financial status. He could own several Applebee's. He could be a broker. He could be a doctor, but you judged him off a restaurant? I'm sure if I saw his face, he'll be laughing because he just dodged a bullet. You want all of those things, but you still don't have a man. It's not because your standards are high, it's because you ain't crap. And that is how you deal with trashy people right there. As I was reading the comments, I found one that says, this sounds like one of those, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Uses the word queen at least once and has her Venmo on her Facebook/Instagram profile. Yeah, those kinds of people are the worst. This next one is an article that says, an Instagram influencer admits his mom works 2 jobs to pay for his lifestyle. An Instagram influencer admitted his mom works 2 jobs to fund his lavish lifestyle and has started a GoFundMe page to pay for his next holiday. Catalin Onk runs the Instagram account Another Beautiful Day with his wife Elena Engelhart, where they post pictures from their travels around the globe. This is probably one of the worst ways to be trashy. Like, why would you do that to your own mother? She gave you your life, and you're making the poor lady work 2 jobs when you should be the one working, making your own living instead of going out on Instagram and trying to fund a lifestyle that clearly you can't afford. When you're at the hospital after giving birth to your son and your boyfriend isn't answering and still not at the hospital, had my mom go over our apartment to check on him, only to find him doing drugs and hooking up with another girl. Boy, do I choose winners. Single AF. All I need in this life is my baby boy. His probation officer is gonna love hearing about this on Tuesday. So, cheating on your girlfriend, who is giving birth, and doing drugs, and he's on probation. Well, sounds like r/trashy to me. Hold up, why are people in the comments blaming the women for posting this or for not choosing better? What the hell? r/trashy has gotten trashy too? Or it could be the nice guys from r/nice guys coming over. And this is an example of why the honor system unfortunately doesn't work And here's the picture. If one more paper is stolen from this box, I'll raise the price to $2 with 2 papers in it. That way you get what you pay for and you can't steal from me. So people have been stealing newspapers which cost just $1 each. Newspapers that cost money to make, not to mention all the costs involved in getting the news itself. This next post is a tweet from the New York Times. Kangwa Ren, a YouTube prankster known as Reset to his followers, has been given a 15-month prison sentence for offering a homeless man in Barcelona an Oreo cookie filled with toothpaste. He must also pay 20,000 euros to the man. And now there are a few important notes in the comments section. In Spain, custodial sentences of less than 2 years are suspended for first-time offenders. A judge in Barcelona also banned Kangwa Ren, better known as Reset, from having any social media accounts for 5 years. Not only will he have to erase his channel under the judge's ruling, but he's also not allowed to create new accounts for the next 5 years. Looks like justice has been served here. A trashy person will no longer get to create YouTube videos for the next 5 years. So basically his career is ruined because of this terrible act. Looks like he will have to reset his life. Not funny at all. Moving on. So this next one is a sign at a gas station, and it says, money pulled out of anywhere other than your purse, pocket, or wallet will not be accepted. For example, bra, socks, underpants, etc. Now why the hell would people put money in disgusting places? Like, what the hell is wrong with them? Worst of all, some of these trashy people don't shower for weeks, so you already know how disgusting it's gonna be. Next one is a Facebook post. If you get a to-go box after you leave a restaurant, that's broke guy crap, period. Cause you can just pay to eat again, I promise y'all, I'm not the only one who feels this way. Wasting money in food is considered cool now? That's new. I never heard of that one. This next one is a tattoo that they got for, you know how much? $5. Here it is. Yep, you can see the hepatitis from here. Moving on. This next one is a tweet. I would literally block and never speak to dude again if he bought me some Michael Kors. What the actual hell? I'd rather have an HM no-label bag. Treat your girl. The bag is ugly as all hell. Tacky. To make it worse, it's Michael Kors. When you can afford to buy designer for yourself and you date men who can do so too, it's offensive to receive Michael Kors. Once again, trashy women who don't appreciate gifts that are given to them. They only want the best, when you know they're the worst. Fucking of worst. By the way, it's make it worse, not make it worst. Moving on. This next one is a Facebook post. I've come to a conclusion that my boyfriend is a dog. He literally just peed on my leg. That's my babe, marking his territory. What the hell? That's absolutely disgusting. Why would you do that? Oh, moving on. More Facebook posts. So, was bored today and went to a Walmart out of town, got 3 carts full of stuff, had a dude push a cart for me for about 45 minutes. After they rang everything up, I told them I had to go to my car and grab my wallet, but instead I went and saw the new Aladdin movie. Oh my god, why would you do that to people? You just make them push a cart for you like if they were your servant or something, and then you just leave them there. And here's a bride who left a 1-star review. Had a wedding here last weekend. First one ever there. Was a beautiful day, but none of the things the owner said would be done were done. No awnings put up, no flowers were planted, no floating bar. Our bartender left after 15 minutes so no one could get drinks. The owner expected us to tip. Absolutely not. I would not recommend having a wedding or even going there. Very disappointed. And the owner replies, "Hi, your wedding was on May 11th. You never have the floating bar on the lake that early, and if you would have planted flowers, they would have died. We told you if it rained, you could move the party upstairs in the dining room. Because your brother was a valued employee and asked to use a restaurant for his sister's wedding, we did not charge you for the lakeside venue. We gave you everything it cost, and we staffed your wedding with our own staff. Even your brother was clocked in the entire time he attended your wedding. You said you were going to decorate. Did you expect us to pay for that as well? We even offered to split the cost of a band with you. Blank drove down his limo golf cart for you to use and walked home. Then after eating and drinking all night, your party of 50 left without paying the bill or tipping your staff. Our bartender quit after the wedding, where she worked for hours without being tipped. I'm sorry you do not feel our efforts were enough. We were disappointed in you as well. Aside from the experience, I sincerely wish you and your new family the best. I hope we at least took some nice pictures of the sunset on our deck that you can treasure for years to come." Wow, so you have a whole wedding there, don't even pay, don't even tip. just go home, and then you have the audacity to leave a 1-star review. Wow. I have no more words, so I think we're just gonna leave it there for now.